Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll see the veteran Joe Flacco and his new team, the Denver Broncos, as they match up with Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
This fielded at the 2. Gets past one man. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Deshaun Watson ready to lead the Texans offense, coming off a great turnaround season in 2018. Remember, 2 years ago, he missed much of his rookie campaign with a knee injury, but he led the Texans to an 11-5 record and an AFC South title last year. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll run it. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And let's look here at the Houston offense.
Have no idea what they're putting in the food in the Martin household, but they've developed 2 terrific offensive linemen. Brother Zach, a perennial all-pro at guard with the Dallas Cowboys, but Nick, no slouch at center for the Houston Texans. He sets the tone for their offensive line. He's the pivot up front.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Now Hyde running right. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart. This defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Throwing on 2nd down. Watson, and he'll find Akins there, complete. And we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. From the red zone now, Watson sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. It's the fullback, His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Fairbairn good with the extra point. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. Jacoby Brissett, an early touchdown pass in that one. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down. We become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division every year is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also...
And Hyde is going to need somewhere to hide. He's tackled in the end zone for a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Flacco going to bring up the Broncos 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run the toss. It's Lindsay. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 1st and 10 here for Flacco. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
A pass there complete to Sutton and brought down but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Flacco. He's got a man. It's his fullback. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Less than a yard. Bootleg. Flacco. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Touchdown. Brandon McManus lining up for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now a first down throw. Watson forced out to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that?
Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Flacco. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On the return, Carter. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Such an impressive punt return, 83 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Phillip Lindsay and the rest of the offense heading back out. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Flacco. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Passing play, Flacco. And that's complete to Sanders. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Switch up.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Flacco, he'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now Flacco, he's got it. The tight end, Jeff Hireman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Flacco to throw again on 2nd down. He completes this to Sutton. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Setting up to throw, Flacco. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jeff Hireman, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score.
Thank you, everyone.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30. Past the 20. And he will make it into the end zone. He's in for 2 points. And how about that for a turnaround prior to halftime? Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. That's fielded in the... Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Here's Watson. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Throwing again is Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall. And the ball is knocked out. And the Texans say they have it. They do. The Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He's got Fuller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Watson escaping the pressure running. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Watson being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Flacco now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well. Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do 18-yard gain. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Watson steps away to his left. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he's going to keep it here. And now running right through him. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like the adopter of my kindergarten teacher always said, if at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Back now in Houston, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
On 1st down, Flacco. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Flacco looks to throw. Open man here is Hamilton. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Flacco. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. A very solid gain of 27.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Flacco leads to Lindsey on the draw. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to look to throw on 4th with Flacco. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
It's just me and you.
They'll run with Lindsey. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
On 1st down, Watson, and an alley to run. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Whistles now and a timeout. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Now it's Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Johnson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd and goal. Watson. And it's caught. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. The 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Watson. They'll roll him out, and he will have a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Texans push further out in front. Boy, they were looking to throw it there on 4th and goal. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Partner, they're up big. They snap the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
Throwing here on 1st down. Flacco. He'll find Lindsey here. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Houston,